stateroom tour time. We are in 9330 is when you got your little medallion on right there. You walk up to the door and that's you. Your picture's on there. So make sure you take a good picture. And that's what everybody's going to see. So then we're going to head in. And this is our stateroom. We're going to turn right here. Air conditioning. There's Todd. Closet behind me. So it's a basic closet. Drawers are over here. We'll see in a moment. Restroom is right here. Now we are staying in a Cabana suite. Let's turn on the lights. Beautiful bathroom. Of course, this is a brand new ship. I won't have to say it's a little tight right here. Especially when the night light's on at night and because there is a night light, but it'll shut off when you're in the restroom. So make sure you turn the light on before you go in. I know that sounds crazy. And then over here is the sink and towel area. And then right up here is the shower right here. Plenty of room, water pressure's great, water temperature's great. Everything has been great about the shower. So then you come over here. This is ice, which our room steward has gotten us ice every night. We never do without ice. That is the visors we made for the group cruise. We got the closet right there. 3 nice sized drawers. You know what a drawer looks like. We don't need to show those. And then, like I said, that's the temperature. You don't need a card to keep the room going. It knows when you're in the room, so it keeps the air conditioner going because of your medallion. Love the medallion, love the medallion. So let's head this way. So then right here is the desk, our changing area, our putting on makeup, doing your hair, you know, since I got my hair did. Phone right here. Michelle brings her curling iron. Yes, it's approved. Of course, there's a drawer. Any postcards? No postcards. Over here, we got a cooler. Not really a fridge, but it will keep stuff cool if you put it in there. So that's nice. Another little drawer right here. We've already seen the shelves up top. And this has a steamer. Hot air, dry bar. That's the dryer, not a steamer. What am I thinking? That's a hair dryer right there. Is that a drawer? No, that's not a drawer. Wait, what is that? Nope, not a drawer. Just a piece of the furniture. Then you come over here. We got our couch. Our beautiful artwork. This is our bed. This is a very comfortable bed. They provide you with a regular feather pillow and a regular foam pillow. If you prefer 2 of the same or whatever, the cabin stewards will definitely change that out for you. Not a problem. They do paper, daily papers. I know a lot of people like the daily papers. The patter, Princess Patter. So that'll tell you everything that's going on for that day. The ship guide, this is your ship tour guide. And since we are on the inaugural season, we got 2 inaugural buttons to wear. But of course, you know, me being a collector, I had to keep them on the cards. For you folks that like to bring a fan, I brought this fan. It's a little tiny fan. It plugs in and it was approved. So if you're bringing a fan, don't worry about that. Don't bring a big monstrous fan, but the little tiny one like that is perfect. Of course, we got the lights here. That turns that off. That's on. USBs, S plugins everywhere. Beautiful bed. Now, we have a Cabana suite. So deck 9 Cabana suites are a little bit different than the other Cabana decks. I think there's some 10 on Cabana, which I'm going to show you the difference. But this is where we had breakfast. If you watched part 1, you've seen that we did the balcony breakfast, which we had on our inside balcony. And I'm going to show you that. Absolutely wonderful. And this is a feature. We loved it. If it would have been a longer cruise, I think it would have been utilized more. But a shorter cruise, we just didn't get to use it as much until this morning for breakfast. So let's go take a look at that. Beautiful TV on the wall right there. Then you come over here. There is the stands. The biggest thing that everybody, see how that just turned on at the bottom? Those are automatic, and everybody is, at night, they go really bright. And when you get out of bed to go to the restroom or just to get up, it turns that on either side of the bed. So a lot of people don't like that feature. I love it because I can make it to the bathroom and not kill myself. So let me open the curtains for the big reveal. There we go. You can probably see TV out there. This is a cabana suite. Oh, he left our champagne for us. So we have an outdoor cabana there, which we can open up. And actually, this keeps it it's warm because it's not air conditioned. But we've actually left the door open this morning when we were having breakfast, and it was very comfortable, very nice. And as you can see, we still have a veranda. So hold on one moment while I show you that. So we are in the cabana part. Another large TV behind me, same size as inside as outside. By the way, they will always show your picture. See our picture there on the TVs. Beautifully decorated. It's got a nice little couch. It's where we sat and had breakfast. It was wonderful this morning. Like I said, TV right there. It's got a big door right there. You can get out the door to go to the veranda right out there. Oh, but wait. If we pull this table forward, do that latch, do that. That whole wall opens up. So this is an open area. So if you had kids and you were worried about them getting over the railing, this actually has a 6-foot glass wall partition. So absolutely wonderful that you can come out here. Now, there is one downside, and you can probably tell from the balcony above me. They do look down on the balcony, but that's okay. But you can see this is such a large area. Beautiful chairs with the footrest right there, table. We brought them out here, and we just had a great time. If we were staying beside fellow travelers, we could have opened the doors there. We could have all had attached balconies. But that is look at that. That is just a fantastic room. And this is the Cabana suite on the Star Princess for us. This was a first timer cruising anything this kind of suite, and it is absolutely wonderful. But there's another feature to this suite. On deck 9, the Cabana rooms on both port and starboard side have access to a Cabana private deck. It'll once again show that I'm here. I don't even have to do anything to the screen. And it'll open the door, unlock the door for me. And we're going out to the deck here. We have made it out to the Cabana deck. Now, there is private cabanas, which is what the room we have, or there are kind of like a public cabana that is hooked to the deck. So they have a shower right here so you can rinse off. Then you have this. This is your own private deck for sunning. Now, these rooms here are the same as our room, but this is their little veranda, and they have the cabana and everything, just the same as our room, but theirs opens up to this private deck. So we were a little worried about people, being able to see into your room and everything, but the windows are so tinted and everything, you really don't even notice it. So these open up to this beautiful private deck. So just think about this at Glacier Bay or the Inside Passage, and you're sitting out here on your private deck or in your private deck and just having a great time seeing Alaska or anywhere, the Caribbean, the blue water, anywhere. But another feature of this deck is they have a jacuzzi. So right over here, there is a private jacuzzi for this private deck. Right here, another shower, more towels. I mean, this is such a feature. I absolutely love this cabin feature. Now, these cabins above us are also cabana, but they don't have a private deck like we do here. So very nice. I'm telling you, such a great feature just on port side at the private cabana deck. But you also get access to the starboard side. So if the port side is full, come over to the starboard side. And now we're on this side. So you get access to both private cabana decks. Being in the cabana on the 9th floor. Remember, you got to be in a cabana suite on the 9th floor. If you're not on the 9th floor, you don't get access to this deck right here. If I'm correct. I'll have to ask Melanie to make sure, but I believe only the 9th floor cabana decks can come down here. But I'm gonna double check that now. But there's the beautiful ships. Let's see, just having a great, that's why we chose this room. It was just absolutely wonderful. And it was inaugural sailing. and it was the group cruise. So how can you beat that? Okay, I'm gonna go get changed and get ready for the party tonight. Heading back to the room, and I asked one of the room stewards about the Cabana deck, and it is only for the 9th floor Cabana deck rooms on starboard or port side. You can use either one, but it is only for the 9th floor Cabana deck. So if you're wanting that private deck, definitely book on the 9th floor. But this room has been absolutely wonderful. For 3 nights, I could see taking a 7-night Alaskan cruise on this would be absolutely wonderful. So that concludes our room tour. One other thing you gotta know. At night, when you come into your room, they do not do towel animals on Princess, or we haven't seen a towel animal. But the room, they service it twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. No towel animals, but I tell you what, this room has been kept spotless. They have done a fantastic job. That's pretty much it for the room tour, the Cabana deck tour. Everything I could show you about the 9th floor Cabana deck with the private deck for the cabanas. It's a great room. We've had a great time. And now it is definitely time to get ready for the party.